Hi and welcome to my channel, Musings of an Autistic Lady. My name is Mireille and I talk about what it's like living with autism and having OCD on social media. So in today's video, I will be talking about dating disasters, dates from hell, and what it's like dating when you're over 30 and also being autistic. So it will be a bit of a story time, so I hope you're prepared for that. And now, so the first date I will be talking about is a bit of a strange date that I had. They are all strange, but yeah, this is in my top 5. So, I as an autistic have always been struggling with communicating with other people and understanding other people and so on. But somehow, I managed to find someone who's even worse at communicating than I am. I don't know how I managed to do that, but I did. And this guy apparently loved small talking, which I don't understand. I am lousy at small talking. I don't do small talking. I don't see point in it, and I don't understand it. Okay? So he's sitting there and he's like, it's lovely weather outside. And I'm looking outside and I said, yeah, it is lovely weather. And then he says, the sky is so blue. And I look outside again and I say, yeah, it is blue. It's lovely. And then the guy went on to hold a monologue of 15 minutes about the weather. 15 minutes. What on earth can you say about the weather that will keep you entertained for 15 minutes? And I started feeling like my stress level was rising and my anxiety was rising because I can't do small talk. I can't handle it. And he's talking and going on and on and on about the weather. I'm just sitting there like, oh my God, help me, somebody help me. And then the word vomit started because, I got panicked, okay? And I was stressed. So I look at him and I say, yeah, the weather is lovely. It's perfect, okay? Enough about the weather. Let's move on, shall we? So, tell me, what do you think about the World War II? What are your thoughts on that? The look on his face. Lord Almighty, the look on his face. Oh, he didn't like that. And I don't blame him, because my view of small talk is no small talk. I just go right in. I go right in to the big issues and questions. And he couldn't take that. So yeah, that date didn't go so well. Date number 2. So I invited this guy over for dinner. And the thing is about me when I'm cooking is that let's just say I do a taste check, but I sometimes or often forget to do a final taste check. I should have done that day. Oof, I should have done that. So I was cooking this potato dish in the oven, okay? And it was in there for quite a bit. So, it's like almost an hour. And I said, I was thinking, it's nice. It is done. So I take it out and I serve it. And I sit down and I take my first bite. And all I can hear is, and I am struck dumb. And all I can think of, oh my God, the potatoes are not done. The potatoes are not done. And I look at him and he's taking his first bite and the same sounds come out of his mouth. And the look on his face, oh my goodness. And I'm panicking, stressing, and I'm so embarrassed. And what do? Word vomit starts. So I was like, it's tasty, isn't it? It's lovely, isn't it? And he's just looking at me and he's like, yeah, it's tasty, it's good. I was like, I pretended like everything was peachy and that it's supposed to taste like that. I don't know how, but I mean, I did that. And let's just say that he went from that dinner with the view of that I'm a lousy cook. But yeah, that day didn't go well either. Let's move on to day 3, shall we? So here's the thing. My humor is not everyone's cup of tea, and I'm aware of that. Lord, am I aware of that. But I find my jokes funny. And I always do it in inappropriate times. And with this guy, I was actually talking about something a bit serious. I was talking about OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, and explaining it a bit to him and how it is living with it, okay? But I thought I would just do it a bit more fun. So I started joking. I shouldn't have done that. Lord, I shouldn't have done that. And I found my joke to be so funny that I started laughing my butt off. And I was laughing and laughing and laughing to the point where actually tears were running down my face. And I'm looking at him and he's just sitting there. Really? Like he had this look on his face like, are you freaking kidding me? And when I saw his face, I started even laughing harder. I couldn't stop. For the love of me, I couldn't stop. Yeah, let's just say that my humor wasn't his cup of tea either. and that day didn't go well either. No surprise there. Yeah, so I've had quite a few lousy, disastrous days. But this takes the price. This wasn't a date, okay? But this takes the price of me embarrassing the crap out of myself. So this was a long time ago. I wasn't aware then that I was autistic. I haven't had my diagnosis yet. I've always known that I've had like communication issues, and I always had the problem with being tactful. So things that were appropriate to me wasn't necessarily appropriate to other people. Yeah, back then I didn't understand this, okay? So I was invited to this party, and we were mingling and talking, and then suddenly someone says, yeah, there are some people here, they are from South Africa. And I was, South Africa? Really? So here's the thing about me. I love history. I love watching documentaries. I love reading about history. I love everything about it, okay? And when I heard South Africa, all I could think about was apartheid. Yeah. And I look at them and I go straight up to them and I introduce myself by saying, hi, my name is Mireille. So how do you like Sweden? Let me tell you this. At least I gave them a chance to answer that question. So I'll give myself that. I let them answer that question. And after they answered, I just went straight on. So I heard you're from South Africa. So tell me, how are things now after apartheid? How are things now in the aftermath? How are things going? The look on their faces. I swear to God, if looks could kill, I would have been lying on the floor. Heck, I would have been 6 feet under. That's the look they gave me. And they just looked at me, turned around, and left. And I'm just standing there like, what just happened? What did I do? I mean, I didn't understand a thing. I didn't understand what I said wrong. I didn't understand what I did. And for the rest of the evening, they were throwing daggers at me, like, and I don't really blame them. I don't really blame them. And I learned, it took me a couple of years to actually understand where I went wrong with that. And I understood that, heck, you can't just walk up to people you don't know talking about sensitive issues like that just because you love history. It's not really appropriate, okay? Keep that in mind. Yeah, so as I said, it took me a couple of years to understand that, but the harm was already done with that. And yeah, that's how it is sometimes being autistic and not understanding some things and living within your own world. I mean, I've learned a lot since then. But Lord Almighty, I feel sorry for the people who met me back then. I feel sorry. Anyhow, thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment and tell me, share your stories with me and your experiences with dating and dating disasters and dates from hell and communication, how it works for you. And we can share experiences and just create this lovely, lovely community of people understanding each other.